At this point in time, you would have seen this whole car done from beginning to end, and the owner has picked it up and the reaction. Okay, so this is the behind the scenes stuff that I'm filming for Patreon that I normally won't show. So I'm just going to show you guys one episode of the details and the technical stuff that we're putting on Patreon so you can check it out yourself. Okay. Willie, my goat, he came to say what's up. All right, so anyway, this is the episode where I'm going to show you how to do a door handle on this car and most modern cars in real time. So this is the kind of content that's going to be going on Patreon, with all real-time stuff. Very little time lapse unless it's just to kind of show you an overall picture. But if you want to learn how to wrap and you want to do this professionally at home, and make a little extra income on the side by wrapping other people's cars, as you increase in your skill of wrapping and your stuff gets out there, you can charge people more money and more customers will come to you. Okay, so these are very, very important things to learn, and that's where I'm going to teach you on Patreon. So go there, the link is below, subscribe to it, and you can ask me any question you want. So if you have a question about how to wrap a mirror, how to tuck it into here, how to cut, I'm going to be answering all those questions in detail on Patreon, because on regular YouTube, it's like if you're just focusing on one thing and it might take like 15-40 minutes or whatever, however long it takes. It's just that, and it's just so hard to make that type of video for a full car. Literally, if I showed everything, the video would be like 3-5 hours long. Okay, you don't want to watch that. So go to Patreon if you want to watch the nitty gritties, and if you have a question about anything, ask it there. If you're a Patreon subscriber, I will answer your question with a video on how to do this. So the guys that are on Patreon now is asking me how to do like recessed areas, so I did a video for that. And on top of that, I know they're gonna have a question about mirrors and door handles, so I'm gonna drop a video for that as well. So this episode will be on Patreon, and I'm gonna show you guys, the regular YouTube watchers, an example of what this looks like. So let's get into it. I'm gonna show you how to do this door handle. I'm gonna show you guys how to make these kinds of beautiful door handles and make them last, okay? So this is probably one of the hardest things on the car. I don't usually show this a lot in my time lapses just because it's just so hard to film. So we're going to attempt to film this one, and I'm going to show you how to make all this in one piece. How it kind of wraps around this way. Focus. Okay. And then how you do the back piece. So you can still see a little bit of white, but that's kind of unavoidable because of the overlap of the material. But that's pretty damn good considering the shape of this thing. Okay, so let's get into it. Okay, so that looks great, but first off, it looks like this before you even start. There's a lot of grease right here and a lot of grease right here, and that can get onto your hands and get all over this surface and make the wrap not stick. Okay, also back here, the back of the door handle needs to be done in a separate piece. There's no way you're going to be able to overlap and have the two meet and it will stay. I've tried it, it won't happen. And then we're going to deal with this little sucker here. That's actually quite hard to do. Okay, so first I'm going to clean all this off. Not the grease, but I'm going to clean that stuff. And then my hands, and I'll get started. Okay, so I cut a piece that is big enough to wrap around this thing, and we're going to use the car as the background here. And I'm just going to make sure that this is clean, and then I'm just going to put it kind of like this, right in the middle. I'm going to hold it at the nose. I'm going to heat this up. Till it softens up a little bit here. Okay. I'm going to pull it by the nose. Not too hard to where it discolors. I'm just going to lay it like that. Okay. Horizontal tension is your friend. Okay. I messed up. I pulled too much. All right. So I'm going to do this again. And I'm going to make sure that the nose is clean with the least amount of wrinkles possible. And I'm just going to do it like that. Okay, it goes this way. So I need to focus on this side. The bottom side, you can mess up a little bit because you won't ever really see it unless you're crawling under the car. Okay, so I'm gonna get this edge flat. We're gonna get this whole flat part here flush, and we can work from there. So it's gonna go like this on the car. So I'm gonna heat this up. And over here, I'm just gonna take it and then just pull it backwards and down towards that way, okay? You don't want vertical wrinkles like that. You want it going towards the back of the door handle. So you're gonna heat this up. You can see how the wrinkles are behaving. Make it behave like how you want it to. Okay. There you go. Your edge is pretty much set. Flip it around, do this side. Okay. There you go. Just like that. Right. And then this up top, you're gonna heat that up. And you're gonna just kind of work it in there evenly. That's not important because when we trim this and then it goes onto the car, the pressure of the door handle will cinch all this down. Okay. Back to here. Heat that up. And we're gonna do that. Okay. Just like that. I'm gonna heat all this up. See where it's moving? You're gonna work it to where it stops moving. So we're gonna kind of just work it towards the back here. Okay. I'm gonna heat it up again. Looks like it kind of stopped moving in some parts. So that's good. Okay. And then I'm gonna cut it off. Fresh blade. Practice cutting on a balloon, okay? Because you are cutting on paint here, but it is the back of the door handle, so it's not that important. But I can cut on paint without damaging the wrap or without damaging the paint surface, because I can cut wrap off of a balloon and not pop the balloon. Okay? You gotta practice. Once you can do that, then you can cut on paint. Okay. There you go. And just like that, that's how you do this side. So I'm gonna flip it over here. I'm gonna repeat that same process. So I'm not gonna commentate, I'm just gonna do it. Okay, and that completes it for this. So on the ends here, you're gonna go like this. I'm gonna pull it this way. I'll make a cut right here. Okay, over here. Heat this up again. Okay, I'll make a cut right here. Okay. Here. Okay. All right, there you go. And now it's nice and flat. You're never really gonna see this part, but you wanna make it clean anyway. There you go. Okay, and then up here, you're just gonna trim this. Trim this. Okay. You're gonna heat this up. Make sure it doesn't move on you. Ooh, hot, hot. Okay, there you go. All right, let's do this underpiece. Okay, so for the underpiece, I'm actually gonna go with a piece of piano black. And once again, the thing's gonna sit like this. So I wanna do this edge first and just lay it on there clean. This is the edge that people will see first, right? So you wanna make sure that that's kind of like the better edge. Okay. And you're just gonna heat this up. The key is to make it stick to here and then here. Okay. Make it stick to here and then here. Just like that. Okay. Any black will do. I just happen to have some extra piano black laying around. Okay, you kind of want to stretch it like that. And at this point, you're gonna make some relief cuts, probably like right here, and one right here. Okay, that way you can fold this back, and then you can fold this back. You can fold this back. Up here, you already set it with no tension, so that's good. All right, let's heat up this whole thing. So I've already cut the relief cuts, so we can just heat it on the edge, and then you make sure that it doesn't pull back on you. Okay, you can see where the defining edge is. And then up here, we're gonna heat that. And heat this back area too. Okay. Make sure everything is staying there, and then we're gonna cut this. So because you set the other side, the side that you normally see, you can just cut this on this side with quite a little bit of liberty. That's extra. Just so that it has nice stuff to stick to. Okay. 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 There you are. And then I'm going to cut it right there. Okay. And then I'm going to cut this way back here so it tucks under. There you have it. Door handle. Okay. Now once this goes onto the door, everything will cinch all this down and none of it will move because you've already heated it a whole bunch of times. Okay, there you go. Okay, here we got the little piece and it's gonna sit on the door way back there. I already put the door handle on. The part we just did, it's right over there. Okay, so on the door, it's gonna sit like this. So we wanna focus on this part that everyone sees because everyone's looking down at the car, okay? I got a piece that will fit this. So all you gotta do is similarly like before, you're gonna hook it to the edge like that. Okay, so now you're gonna heat this up again. Heat it up nice and good. And then we're gonna pinch it right here on this edge. I'm gonna peel the whole thing back. It's still kind of soft. And I'm gonna just lay it on this body line here. This top body line, okay? That's to secure this with really no tension. So the part that you see normally will be clean. Okay, there you go. And then down here, we're gonna do this. So it's a little more discolored down here because of the way I'm stretching it, but it's under the car and no one's really gonna see it. So you can see it's a little slightly more pink versus it being more red up here. So if you don't like that, you can always heat it up. See, when you heat it back up, it's gonna wanna pop back on you because I put too much stretch on it. So I'm gonna just take it a little more easy. Like that. You see how it just keeps doing that over and over again? You're gonna wanna pull it back and keep laying it back down. This is why we do it to the side that's under the car that people don't normally see. So that it's like the most problem area. If you have issues with it, then it won't show up. Okay? This is how I do it. Of course, other rappers do it differently. Maybe if you have two people or something to mount this thing with, you can do that code stretch method. And that'd be easier. Okay. There you go. So still pulling back a little. So I'm just gonna keep messing with this until it doesn't pull back at all. All right, that's pretty good. When you see the wrap start smoking a little bit, you've effectively killed the memory. Okay, so now that that's done, we're gonna do the same thing as the front. We're gonna cut it right here. Okay, and then we're gonna cut this right here. Just like that. Then you're gonna flatten it out. That's how you fold a present or wrap a present that has a weird shape. Okay, flatten this out. Go like that. Go like that. Then I'm gonna cut it along the edge there. Yep, just like the last one. Okay. I'm gonna heat these edges up, and I'm gonna trim them. Okay. So you're gonna want to trim with a lot extra. Just, there you go. Just kind of like that. Because what you want is to have enough material left over for when you screw this whole thing down with this nut here. It's gonna pinch all this against the car and it will never come back up. Okay, you don't give it enough material to pinch, it's gonna pop up on you. All right, there it is. Door handle, back part. All right, let's install it. I'll show you guys what it looks like. Look at Willie. He came in here to visit. Little cookie monster. Are you a cookie monster? I don't have any cookies for you. Don't have any cookies for you. He loves cookies. He comes to the house to get himself whatever Michelle made. So let me show you the door handle. This is the one we just finished. Look at that. So nice. So yeah, so once you open it, you really can't see anything either. Because it is a white car, that's why I did it like that. Okay? And the black just kind of helps, keeps everything together, and it's very hidden. You can't really even see it. You don't want to run this stuff as a seam over this because it does have a white backing paper, and you'll just see like a nasty white line right here. Okay, with the black, you don't see anything. Ooh, that candy soul red just hits though. Okay, once again, you can get this on paradoxstyling.com or Paradox Wraps on Instagram. You can see what this looks like. But yeah, you can see it here. This is called Candy Soul Red. I'll link this color below as well. Okay, so that's it for this episode. Let me know what you guys think about that real-time door handle wrapping on this car. Let me know if it's helpful, okay? So you guys who are watching the regular YouTube, you're getting a freebie, but any other ones that are in this kind of detail is probably going to end up on Patreon only. This kind of stuff you have to take training classes for, and you're paying like up to $1,000, $2,000 for a 4-day session that you have to be there, and you got to get a hotel, you got to get a flight. You don't want to do all that. Just go to the Patreon. Your questions will be answered, and I will show you how to do this from the comfort of your own home, and you don't have to go anywhere, and you can keep playing it back over and over again until you get it right. So until next time, like, comment, subscribe. I'll catch you guys later, and thank you. Thank you to the Patreon folks for your support and all the subscribers for watching. Peace.